Today we continue with our reading from the letter of St. Paul to the church in Philippi. Over the last week we have heard Paul speaking to that church and saying things like, work out your salvation with fear and trembling, meaning in humility and relying solely, uniquely on God. Why does it say that to the church in Philippi? Because working out our salvation is not something that we do with our own means. It's something that we do in cooperation with God, through faith, through His grace. Indeed, Paul said, again, writing to the Philippians, it is God that puts both the will and the action in us to work out our salvation, to produce good works, works of charity and mercy for the glory of God the Father, and so manifest our faith. Today, Paul, as he's writing to the Philippians a thanks message for the gifts they sent him over the years, he comes out with one of the key verses of the whole letter. It can be almost seen as a throwaway comment, but it isn't. It is in the spirit of this letter which recommends Christians to work out their salvation in cooperation with God. So Paul says, I have learned everything in terms of how to behave. I've been rich, I've been poor, and I can do everything whether empty stomach or full stomach. He's ready for everything to give glory to God. And why? Paul says, there is nothing I cannot master with the help of the one who gives me strength. So we go back to this idea of working out our salvation in cooperation with God. As Christians, we are called, yes, to follow Jesus, yes, to pray, yes, to attend Mass. But we are also equally called to do good. And sometimes doing good seems exhausting or seems overwhelming. We don't know where to start. I mean, let's look around us. There are so many people who struggle due to illness or unemployment or the uncertainties of the period we live in. And yet, as Christians, we are called to do good. And although that sounds overwhelming, we, like Paul, should say, there is nothing I cannot master. There is nothing I cannot do with the help of the one who gives me strength. As we work out our salvation, relying on God, being humble before Him, in complete cooperation with Him, we should remind ourselves that He is our help. He is the one who gives us strength, who gives us the means to do good works. He is the one who inspires us to do good work.
All glory to God.